Hey mathematicians, welcome to 12.6 surface area and volume of spheres. For all my ballers out there, here we go. This one's for you. All right, so a plane can intersect a sphere in a point or in a circle. If the circle contains the center of the sphere, the intersection is called the great circle. All right, so think of the equator of the Earth. That plane is the great circle of the Earth, okay? The endpoints of the diameter of a great circle are called the poles. And a great circle separates the sphere into two congruent halves called hemispheres. All right, let's put this to work. All right, so here are two formulas. Again, they're going to be on your assessments for you. You have to be able to interpret them. So the surface area of a sphere is 4 times pi times the radius squared. The volume of a sphere is 4/3 times pi times the radius cubed. All right, so that's what we're going to be working with as we go through and we practice. So find the surface area and volume of the sphere. So the surface area is 4 pi r squared. The volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and plug in what we know. So 4 times pi times radius squared. And here we've got 4/3 times pi times radius cubed. Right, we're substituting them in. So 4 times pi times 4.5 squared. So we're going to have a surface area of 254.47 inches squared. That's my surface area. Surface area is units squared. And then my volume is going to be 4/3 times pi times my radius cubed. And that's going to be 381.70 inches cubed. Volume is cubed, area is squared. Find the surface area and volume of the hemisphere, okay? Now, let's start with surface area. Surface area is going to be half the total surface area. So 1/2 times 4 pi r squared. And we need to add the area of the great circle, which is pi r squared. We want to make sure we're including this area as well. Okay, so remembering that piece. So we're going to take 1/2 times 4 times pi times 3.7 squared. And then we're going to add pi times radius squared. And we're going to get a total surface area of 129.03 millimeters squared, right? And then we're going to be looking at the volume. The volume is 4/3 pi times radius cubed. So we're going to do 4/3 pi times radius cubed. So 4/3 times pi times radius cubed. So 212.17 millimeters squared. Okay, millimeters squared. How are we doing? I think you're doing great. All right, you're doing your best, and that's all I'm asking for, right? So here we go. We're going to find the surface area of a sphere that has a circumference of the great circle of 10 pi. Now, we need to know the radius, right, to figure it out. So if the circumference is equal to 2 pi r, and the circumference is 10 pi, we can divide pi from both sides. So 10 is equal to 2r. Well, now my radius is 5, right? So what I'm going to do is substitute that in. The surface area is 4, let's erase this and clean this up a little bit, 4 pi times my radius is 5 squared, right? So 4 times pi times radius squared is going to give me a surface area of 314.16 feet squared. There's my surface area. Find the volume of a sphere with a great circle circumference of 30 pi centimeters. Okay, so the volume is going to be 4/3 pi r cubed. So I need to know pi. So if the circumference is 30 pi centimeters, I need to label it, and the circumference is equal to 2 pi r, so 30 pi is equal to 2 pi r. Pi's cancel out. 30 is equal to 2r. R is equal to 15. So 4/3 pi times 15 cubed. All right, let's figure out what it is. 4/3 times pi times 15 cubed. So 14,137.17 centimeters cubed. There we go. All right, we got one more here. Find this. Ooh, I like this. Find the surface area. If the area of the great circle is approximately 220 square meters. So again, we're having to do some solving here. So surface area is 4 pi r squared, right? We know that the area is 220, and the area of the great circle is pi r squared. So we're going to start by dividing by pi. So 220 divided by pi is going to give me approximately 70.03. And then I'm going to square root that. Whoops, that didn't quite work for me on my calculator. I'm going to try this again. All right, 70.03. And I'm going to get approximately, the radius is 8.37 approximately. Okay, so now my radius I'll put in here. So 4 times pi times 8.37 squared. So I'll square this, and then I'll multiply by pi and multiply by 4. And so it's going to be 880.02 meters squared. All right. You have the rest of the time to work on your assignment. Have a great day. Bye-bye.